Oh yeah, so okay. My day tradition. So today I watched what's called education teachers. The 10th video was market structure shift. I watched market structure shift versus so so basically according to market structure shift. Market structure shift is market structure like right here on the market's moving up, then it just breaks to the downside. Like right here, started moving down here. Basically, in this video, the second one, first recap is basically them showing like what would happen when like a liquidity gets swept, or what would happen when what's it called the liquidity gets swept. So sometimes market might like if it's already going up and it sweeps liquidity to the upside. Like if I find an example right here. So as you see right here, we had a liquidity sweep, boom, swept this liquidity and went back up. If it kept going down and displaced below it, it has either a chance to keep going below or a chance to come back down, like go down a little bit, come back up to this line right here, and then keep going down. Or it does what it did right here, which market structure shifts. We sweep this low right here. We don't displace below it. So displacement is like a strong move to the downside or to the upside, and that does not happen for you. We go below it slightly, just a liquidity sweep, and then we start going back up. So that's just the differences between that. So that's what I learned from that video. And using that video or what he said, you can basically figure out if price will reverse or not. So it's basically just so I'm actually switching back to my old strategy instead of using TG Powers because his strategy works, but it just doesn't make as much sense to me. Like when I try to use it, it's just like I start going on all these different time frames and stuff to look for a bias. And then I start getting confused and stuff because there's so much different fair values, different biases for like not like uh, exactly like different biases, but like just a lot of conflicting ideas. So I'm just gonna stick to the 1 minute and 5 minute trades. So basically, it's, my whole strategy is pretty simple. Wait for a liquidity sweep like right here, and then a break of structure, and then we find a fair value gap above that break of structure, which is right here. We have this line right here, which is break structure. We wait for a fair value gap. This one does not work down here. I think it's a fair value gap, but like each doesn't. And after we find what's it called a fair value gap that lines up, we look for equilibrium, and then we line that up. And if equilibrium lines up before, this should be right here. So if equilibrium and fair value gap line up like this, it gets hit and they quickly hit. Take a entry right here, boom, and then basically target highs right here. So I'm targeting this high right here, and stop loss would be slightly below this low or the most recent low. I did that 6 different times, one to the upside and five to the downside. So right, or five to the upside, one to the downside. So boom, there's another one, liquidity sweep right here, no displacement below. Break a structure right here for a value gap. Equilibrium lines up right before it gets entered. Uh, boom, the value gap gets entered. Target previous high, which is right here, and then low, stop loss below these previous lows, or a little bit below the liquidity sweep, depending on where the most recent low is, because it was really like that. And then there's another one right here. It's literally the exact same strategy over and over. And I already know the strategy. I've been practicing it, so I'm just gonna stick with it pretty much. And as you can see right here, we just go liquidity sweep, break structure, for value gap, equilibrium, enter, target previous highs, and low below the most recent low. Like it's not exactly below. I try having like half. I don't know what it is. So as you can see right here, it's like halfway below. But I just have it like a little bit. So I'll just show you the other trades, the downside, which is because these ones are literally the exact same. So is this one, but it's just like reversed. So boom, liquidity sweep, break a structure right here, and then we look for trades and fair value gaps from there. None of these right here, the recent ones right here, line up. So we go right here, keep looking for fair value gaps. There's one right here, gets entered, it's respected right here. We put EQ, equilibrium right here, lines up. So it's this high right here, most recent high to the most recent low before it enters fair value gap pretty much. Before it starts moving into the fair value gap. So boom right here. We have this. We take a entry right here and just target previous lows right here, like this right here. And it keeps going lower and stuff like that. These trades are just supposed to be quick, simple pretty much. Then uh stop loss above like a high. It's above this high right here, this one right here. So it's like slightly above it, just to be safe. But that's pretty much it. That's the strategy that I've been using. I made it when I was watching camp, the first TGR boot camp. Like the strategy he did teach was a good. That was a good strategy, but it's just like the way I use it is just. And I think this one actually could work, so I'll just keep testing that. So that's pretty much it for today. Thanks for watching.